It is time for the Thursday edition of Litter Media Live on this June 25th of 2026. Good to have you with us. I'm Dan Ramey.
I'm Aaron.
And he's producer Aaron Glandon.
Yes, I am.
Who was struggling with a mouse just a moment ago.
Oh, my goodness. The computer just wanted to freeze up on me and the cursor wouldn't move. That's why we're late this morning, folks. Usually it's Dan's fault. Today it was my fault. I'll take it.
It's a good thing we got a new computer.
Yes.
That is sitting right there.
Right over there. Haven't set it up yet.
And it will be running the show for us.
Soon.
Yeah. I wonder if does it have an AI package on it?
I don't know.
And it could produce the show for us? That'd be cool.
I don't trust it. If you want something done right, you do it yourself.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of which, the weather. So let's get right to it here today. We'll reach the mid-80s today, and we'll see some cloud cover as well. A chance of rain toward evening. Overnight lows around 65 tonight. Showers off and on in the afternoon tomorrow to start us into the weekend, and we'll have that chance of rain both Saturday and Sunday as well. Temperatures will reach around 81 degrees tomorrow, and will be in the 70s for Saturday and Sunday. So it shouldn't be a downpour of rain, but as you can see there, several hours we will have some rain going off and on throughout the weekend. And that's a look at your forecast.
That is a look at your forecast.
Mm-hmm. Coming up, we'll take a look at what's making news for us today. Big news for some of the things that the governor had across his desk yesterday and put his John Hancock on it, or his Mike DeWine. We'll explain coming up in just a moment. But first, each week we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Tell us, Aaron, where we might find all of the information we're going to share today.
You can find all of it on littermedia.com, including that first story right there, which is going to be the first thing that you hear from Dan. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, you can check out our social media sites in the upper right-hand corner, including X, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and Litter Media Radio as well.
I'm also keeping a close eye on Facebook here off to the side because Kaitlyn Brown should be in the pool right now getting ready for her heat in the 100-yard freestyle. So, but Mom has not started a Facebook Live just yet. So
we're okay.
We'll keep an eye on it for you. All right, drivers will soon be able to have a license plate with the Chillicothe Paints logo on it, much like this. The paints are one of multiple specialty plates approved in Senate Bill 52, sponsored by Tim Schaefer from Lancaster and signed by Governor Mike DeWine yesterday. Thank you to Mark Johnson for sharing this photo with us today. I texted him. I said, I see it's a law now, but I can't seem to find the photo that you sent me. And he says, I'll send it right to you. But he also gave us some other clarifications, so we'll jump into that in just a bit. Other specialty plates include the Dayton Dragons, Ronald McDonald House Charities, and several alumni associations and high schools, including Ironton High School. The bill also includes the naming of stretches of highway, US 33 over in Fairfield County and I-70 between Ohio 41 and US 68 in Clark County. Those will be named in memory of Congressman Dave Hobson, who we lost a few years ago. Bills signed by the governor and sponsored by area congressmen. Senate Bill 179, sponsored by Terry Johnson of McDermott. That's to require incarcerating institutions to verify the veteran status of incarcerated individuals. And Senate Bill 170, co-sponsored by Bob Peterson from Sabina, or as it said in the news release, Sabrina. Apparently somebody let that get past them.
The teenage witch?
Yes. To establish a process to regulate carbon capture and storage technologies and the geologic sequestration of carbon dioxide for long-term storage as well. You'll find details in our story at lettermedia.com. Now, the stipulations to consider about the laws signed and specialty plates. The laws won't take effect until 90 days after the governor signs the bills. And for the plates, they're not produced until there are 50 orders for those plates, which will likely be no problem for the Chillicothe Paints from what we're being told. The Paints Booster Club will probably jump right on that. And you take a look at the number of season ticket holders that they have.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine they might jump in on it as well. So they could knock 50 plates out in no time. So we could see that take place sometime over the next 90 days.
That'd be very cool.
Yes. You want to read more about it, just go to lettermedia.com.
At the Pickaway County Fair today, the 4-H Awards will be presented at 3 p.m. in Heritage Hall with livestock judging to follow at 5 p.m. The 4-H style review is at 6 p.m. in the amphitheater and autocross in the grandstand at 7 p.m. And then at 7:45, we'll have Junior Fair line dancing taking place in Heritage Hall. Tomorrow, the Swine Bred, Born, and Raised show is at 8:30 a.m. The 4-H Dog Show at 9 a.m. I didn't know they had a dog show. Mm-hmm. That's cool. And at the amphitheater, the Pickaway Senior Line Dancers will perform at 10:30, and the Adelphi Community Band will play at 11 a.m.
Yeah, that's all tomorrow. So a lot of stuff still to happen at the Pickaway County Fair. The Ross County 4-H Horse Committee is hosting its Ross County PAS show for state fair qualifications. The show begins at 10 o'clock this Sunday at the Ross County Fairgrounds, so you can expect to see a lot of traffic with horse trailers in and out State Route 104 out around the fairgrounds this weekend. PAS, by the way, I reached out to Julie Oates and I said, help me out. What's PAS stand for? Points Against the Standard.
I could have told you that.
Again, to get you prepared for the state fair competition.
And speaking of the state fair, that's about a month away, July 29th through August the 9th. There are a couple of new buildings to explore, one with restaurants and another for seeing how people and inventions have shaped Ohio and placed us on the stage globally. You can read more at littermedia.com about what's new at the state fair.
This photo in particular, Schmidt's Sausage House will be there. They've got a cheesecake place, and this is all stuff that is new to the Ohio State Fair, a place to go inside. You want to enjoy the fair food, but you can also have restaurant-style seating and enjoy a little cool breeze, no doubt, when you get inside there, too. Yes. We had a visit with Ross County Health District Sarah Smith this week. Among the topics we discussed, ticks. Sarah had some tips for when you come indoors from a walk in the woods or out in tall grass.
If you come inside from hiking or working outdoors, make sure you're performing tick checks. and make sure you try to shower immediately if you can. If you are doing landscaping, try to make sure you keep your lawns mowed and remove leaf litter, clear brush to make sure your yard is less attractive to ticks. And then make sure you put your clothes that have been worn outdoors in a dryer on high heat for at least 4 minutes to kill any remaining ticks.
I didn't think about that. That's a neat idea. She also described alpha-gal, which impacts animals, which in turn can make an impact on milk and red meats that we eat. Hear what she has to say in our interview on the Litter Media YouTube channel.
A heads up from the Garden Family Advocacy Center. Active parenting courses are coming up in July to Pike, Ross, and Scioto counties. Courses will be free to attend, and for more information, you can contact the Garden Family Advocacy Center office at gardenfamilyadvocacy@outlook.com. Registration and the course schedule will be posted soon.
John Saxton was in studio for a special edition of Litter Media Live yesterday to talk about the Southern Ohio FCA Junior Fair, I've got fair in my mind, Junior Golf Clinic and Golf Tournament coming July 26th and 27th out to the Chillicothe Jaycees Golf Course. John says that 50 kids were already signed up for the clinic and the tournament. Entry fee is $25, and there's a July 13th entry deadline. So if you want your child to be involved with this, get this taken care of. You can scan the QR code on the screen right here for more details. You can also hear our interview. You can watch it in the Reels section of our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel.
The Village of Waverly and the Garnett A. Wilson Library are teaming to provide the Movies in the Park on July 11th at 9 p.m. at Walnut Street Park. Zootopia 2 will be the feature with free admission, popcorn, and bottled water while supplies last. If there's rain, this will be moved to First Baptist Life Center on East 3rd Street. Mm-hmm. And I have not seen Zootopia 2. I've seen the first one. It's a good time. Maybe I need to get out there and watch Zootopia 2.
It is a good one. Yeah, I've had experiences with this with Amelia. So, got to check it out.
All right.
Coming tomorrow at 10 a.m., another special edition of Litter Media Live. We'll be visiting with Jamie Massey. She's the CEO of Southern Ohio Survivors. She became the CEO this past fall about this Sunday's 72-hole challenge, raising funds for Southern Ohio Survivors. Again, that's on a special edition of Litter Media Live taking place tomorrow, right here.
And that's news.
Coming up in a moment to look at sports. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. If it comes to whatever the conditions might be in your home or your business and you're just fed up with the air conditioner not working, or maybe the heater is not keeping you warm enough in the fall and winter time, check them out. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. It will take you right to their website, AccurateHVAC.com, for your trusted comfort advisor, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance, on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old. Time for sports.
And we'll tell you who this week's Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week is coming up after sports.
We have a long story to share with you about today's pet. And we should say pets of the week because
we got a whole clan.
There is a family of pets we're going to share with you today. We're also keeping an eye on Kaitlyn Brown, Chillicothe's Kaitlyn Brown. There she is. After she received the silver medal, she is swimming in the pool today at the Special Olympics USA Summer Games in Minnesota. She's in the 100 freestyle. She's supposed to be swimming right now, according to my app that I downloaded for the Special Olympics. But we're keeping an eye to see if Mom Tanya has a Facebook Live going as well. We'll work to share that for you on Litter Media here on Facebook when she gets in there. But you can cheer her on. ESPN Plus is supposed to be covering this as well. They should have cameras there too. So good luck to Kaitlyn and continue to make us proud while you're out there in Minnesota.
Absolutely. The Paints had a rough night last night, falling to Champion City 7-1. They're back at VA Memorial Stadium to open up a 2-game set with Lafayette tonight and tomorrow. And it's also Thirsty Thursday. And then tomorrow night is a Budweiser party with the Paints with live music on the party deck with Jamie Baxter after the game. Gates open at 6:05 and game times are 7:05 tonight and tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to believe, but coming up Saturday, the Prospect League season is half over already.
Oh, wow.
The first half will come to an end, and they'll restart, and we'll go through the standings for you tomorrow to let you know the Paints are not in a playoff position right now. But everything starts up again on Sunday of this weekend, and then they'll get a chance to really get things cranking and maybe fight for a spot come August.
Right.
So looking forward to that. All right. Reds came from behind but lost 6-5, completing a 3-game sweep by the Brewers. It snaps a 44 series streak in which the Reds have avoided being swept at home. And it happened last night, and it couldn't happen to a worse team than the Brewers. Reds are off today. They'll open up a weekend set in Pittsburgh tomorrow night.
The Guardians earned a 4-3 win over the White Sox last night in Chicago. I don't know what I'm talking about today. And the Guardians are off today and will return to Cleveland tomorrow night with the Mariners. It was that word, Cleveland, right there.
You think that was it?
I jumped down a line.
Mm-hmm. The Ohio High School Athletic Association officially adopted girls flag football as its 29th sanctioned sport. The Cleveland Browns and Cincinnati Bengals have been big supporters of the program. In fact, they played the state championship games, I think sponsored in Cleveland, I think it was this year. But I might be wrong on that. But the Browns and Bengals have been very instrumental in this. Up to last school year, most flag football teams were in the metropolitan areas of Ohio. And when I last checked with the OHSAA, they did not have any schools in our region playing flag football. So if you have decided, your school has decided to start doing this, please let us know. We are interested. So if you are an athletic director or you're involved with your athletic program in some fashion and you hear that organized flag football is starting at your school, let us know because we like to catch some of those, maybe even do play-by-play of one of the games.
Yeah, that'd be exciting.
Yeah,
absolutely. USMT faces Turkey tonight in the World Cup, and it's a
You know what that stands for?
No, I don't, but you wrote it down.
It's the U.S. men's team.
Ah, that makes sense.
The men's national team, yes.
The men's team. Mm-hmm. They're playing in Turkey tonight. That's at 10 p.m. for the first kick.
They're playing Turkey.
They're playing Turkey.
In America.
Why is it at 10 p.m.?
Because they're playing out on the West Coast, I believe.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So turkey time, that would be probably, not to be confused with the turkey time on Thanksgiving Day, but turkey time is probably 6 hours different. So that would be, what would that be, 4 o'clock in the morning?
4 p.m. Wow.
Yeah, it'd be 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Wow.
So early risers in Turkey to see the United States go at it with the Turks. All right.
In Istanbul. That's where they'll be watching from.
They'll be watching from. Yeah. Our first overseas listener came from Istanbul.
Really?
This would have been the radio days is what I'm talking about. This was when iHeartMedia first got us onto their network. And from back here in Chillicothe, one of our Chillicothe's own was in Istanbul on a work assignment and messaged us and says, I'm listening to you in Istanbul. That was mind-blowing for us.
I kind of want to go to Istanbul because they got the cats laying around everywhere.
That's the only reason you want to go?
Yeah, I like cats.
Yeah. Got to be careful in Turkey, though. You could end up in a Turkish prison somewhere if you do the wrong thing.
I won't.
That's the big thing. Don't do it.
Why would I do the wrong?
Yeah, that's right. Coming up in a moment, our Petland Litter Media Pets of the Week. Stay close for that.
But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Online all the time. Customer payment, account information, and more. You can log on at litterpropane.com.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Now it's time for this week's Litter Media, Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. And we have a whole gaggle of puppies today.
Is gaggle the right word?
I don't know what the right word is.
Gaggle's, I think, for geese. I don't think for puppies. I think it's a litter.
Probably, yeah.
And that's the birthing of them, I guess. Let's jump right into it because today we have 3. We have Diego, Dixie, and Nugget Yeager. So we're going to start off, and you say you know which one's which?
Yeah, Diego's the German Shepherd on the left.
Okay. So this comes to us from Ashley O'Brien. She tells us that Diego Yeager, the German Shepherd on the left, goes by everything except his government name. Dago, Beans, Beanie Boy, you name it, he'll come. He loves playing fetch, getting into every puddle of mud, swimming in his pool, or especially creek trips, hiking, watching TV, and treats that include any type of meat. I like that too.
Me too.
He's scared of basically everything that makes noise and is the farthest thing from a guard dog, even though he can look so intimidating. Look at that little smile he's got right there.
I was about to say, look at that smile.
Mm-hmm. Dixie Yeager, the golden retriever, is a ditzy dog. She loves chasing her fur siblings while they play fetch, but not fetching anything herself. Running into anything sturdy, falling off the bed countless times a day, cuddling so hard you can't move, pawing you when you stop cuddling with her, getting a puppy spa day, and also smiles, showing all her white teeth. Those little white teeth with her family gets home.
She kind of looks
How about
ditzy.
that?
Look at her in that picture, just way back there, cheesing.
Just hanging out, waiting for the next thing to happen.
Yeah.
And then in the lower right-hand corner, you see Nugget Yeager, a 2-year-old Chihuahua Schnauzer. That's a mix. Who was the runt of his litter, weighing a solid 7 ounces at 8 weeks, and now is a whopping 4.11 pounds, fully grown. Nugget is all bark and only some bite. He sounds vicious, but I promise his tail is wagging. Nugget has lived through 8 of his 9 cat lives. He loves his master, 10-year-old Colson, running from you when you want him to come. He's off and out, going and doing his own thing. Chicken nuggets, hamburger for treats. He rubbing his back on anything soft and making the weirdest noises while doing so, and going on car rides anywhere and everywhere. That makes Nugget a happy puppy.
A happy nugget.
A happy Nugget, you bet. So congratulations to Diego, Dixie, and Nugget, the Yeager dogs. Congratulations on being the Petland Litter Media Pets of the Week. If you've got a pet of the week you would like to nominate, send it to us. littermedia@gmail.com. And make sure you tell us about your pets. I don't know if you have to go into a long story, but more than just my pet is brown and likes to mark things. You know, that would be kind of, we want a little more than that.
There was a day where we didn't have a submission, and it was a Thursday, and I reached out to one of my friends, and I said, I know you have a pet. Nominate your pet. Send me some information so they can be the pet of the week. And they sent an email, and they just said, it was like Scooter, favorite toy is a spring. And I had nothing to go off of. I don't even remember that.
So we do like some details.
We do like details here on this show, but you don't need to write James Joyce's Ulysses.
We don't have Yeager's up yet, but we will coming up here shortly. And we'll also share that on our Facebook page as well as Litter Media X. But keep in mind, we will announce a Pet of the Year. So if you want to be in that running for the Pet of the Year, in which you'll get a trophy and a nice prize from our friends at Petland, you'll want to make sure you get your nominations to us. Again, that's littermedia@gmail.com. Same goes for our players of the week.
Yeah, same email.
So, all right. Time for this date in history. One of the guys from Ohio lost a battle. Talking about 1876. It was the Battle of Little Bighorn on this date in history. U.S. 7th Cavalry under Brevet Major General George Armstrong Custer is wiped out by Sioux and Cheyenne warriors, led by Chief Crazy Horse, not the Chillicothe Paints Chief Crazy Horse, but the Chief Crazy Horse, and Sitting Bull, in what becomes famously known as Custer's Last Stand. George Custer from Ohio.
I don't know if I knew he was from Ohio.
Is that right?
I don't know if I knew that.
You learned something today.
I did.
Yes. Also in this state, 1984, and I remember it well, we were in Cincinnati. I bought it in Cincinnati.
Did you buy the record or the cassette or?
I bought the album.
Yeah, but what format?
In the LP, the big long play.
So the record.
Yes, the album.
Yeah. But you could also get the album on cassette.
Before all that stuff, it was just the vinyl.
Okay.
That's what I bought.
Not the 8-track.
Correct. Warner Brothers releases the 6th studio album by Prince, Purple Rain. His commercial peak, the film's soundtrack album sells over 25 million copies, tops the charts in 5 countries, gave us Purple Rain, gave us Little Red Corvette.
When Doves Cry.
When
That's
Doves
my
Cry.
favorite.
Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah. Prince, who's no longer with us.
I always liked him more than Michael Jackson.
Got a couple of Grammy Awards out of this and also an Academy Award. You talk about a unique personality. Prince was the guy. And he was an outstanding high school basketball player.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, he only stood, 5'6", if that. And he was the starting point guard on his basketball team.
Wow.
Yeah.
We also I read this before the show. Today in 1982 was the theatrical release of both The Thing by John Carpenter and Blade Runner by Ridley Scott. And I didn't know those were the same day.
How about that?
How about that?
The Thing and Blade Runner. And when I watched Blade Runner, I thought, what is this thing? I wasn't a Blade Runner fan.
I showed both of my parents my Blade Runner, and they didn't like it either.
Yeah.
I think it's great. Good movie.
Your parents and I come from a great era.
Blade Runner is a great movie. And Harrison Ford is great in it. I don't understand you. Let's look at our national days. It's Catfish Day.
How about that?
Leon Day, Strawberry Parfait Day, Handshake Day, and Bomb Pop Day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bomb Pop is probably like you get it from the ice cream truck. I think that's what that is.
Sound like what they call it? What was it? An Astro Pop?
Yeah,
the red, white, and blue
it's like
ice cream.
It's like one of those, I think.
Gotcha. Okay. Because Amelia calls me Pop, and I don't think Bomb Pop Day is a good thing.
She probably doesn't know how to build a bomb.
Well,
some days
even if it's a water balloon, that's not good.
That's
I don't
true.
like that either. Yeah, not at all.
I would, Amelia, if you're watching this, I would encourage you to throw a water balloon at Pop.
Yeah. But remember, there's paybacks, which could be fun. It really could be fun. Don't forget that coming up tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we'll have a special edition of Litter Media Live, a visit with Jamie Massey. She is the new CEO of Southern Ohio Survivors. They've got the 72-hole challenge coming up at the JC's Golf Course this weekend, and it's going to take place on Sunday, all day Sunday.
Sunday.
By a group of fellas who have had a lot of fun doing this. They're worn out afterwards, but it's a lot of fun and for a good cause as well. All right, that's it for the program today. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Back at it again tomorrow here on Litter Media.